Yeah, life perspective. Give thanks and praise. Yeah. Well, I and I right now with our group of people and like to talk about life in general. Like, what do you think about life? What do you think life started? What do you think life is all about? What do you think we should do? What do you think our work is? What do you think is our purpose?
You want me to tell you my philosophy on life?
Yes, brother.
From the day of born?
Come, you can't come over
Hold on,
close.
hold on, hold on, hold on. From the day you're born, you're on your way to death. From the day you're born.
From the day you're born, my brother
The day
said.
you're born, you're dying. Pretty much.
All
The
right.
day you're born, you're dying.
And that's an understanding perspective of life. You see me? But I think that dying is a part of life. So dying do not count because you cannot die. One cannot die. That's why from your born you have to evolve. Because when you're born as you first you were a sperm cell, or before a sperm cell, what were you? Nothing. A part of nothing. So nothing is something. So now nothing becomes something where you become a sperm cell, which that sperm cell need the earth or it need somewhere to plant. It need a egg or whatever they call it from the woman. So the sperm cell attached to the woman and become a different thing again. So it's evolving and evolving and evolving and evolving and evolving. So it's from nothing to matter. 'Cause scientists prove matter. Matter is only become solid or become touchable. And before matter, anybody know what they call? Alright, before matter, I'm not too sure what they call. But remember matter for sure, cause got school a little bit. So matter is solid, and we have the one on the solid. You see that the one on the solid is like you can't touch. It's like nothing. So we don't worry about nothing. So nothing is part of life, cause nothing where life started from. It's hard to explain to somebody who is not as deep as us here as people to say to them, say, how deep life really is. Because life is the deepest thing you can ever think of. Life not have no beginning nor no end. Just like the earth. It just matter. Matter cannot last forever. And matter is solid. It has to evolve and change. And when it changes to be something else. Yes, my brother. Does that make any kind of difference on that understanding of what you're thinking?
Yeah. But, not to say but,
Mm.
the underlying fact is from the day you're born, you die. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
You're created from a sperm cell and from an embryo, you know what I mean?
seed, which is still, yeah, we're talking about the male and the female here.
Right.
Yeah.
But like, there are babies that are born and they're dead. There are
Yeah.
babies that are born and they live for 100. There are
Yeah.
babies that are born and they live for years.
Yeah.
For like 2 hours.
Yeah.
For a minute. They live
Be-
for 30 seconds.
And that's the evolving process.
From like the day you're born to
Die because, but dying.
It's what you do in your life that's going to make a difference. It's going to make people remember you. Make people know. Look at Bob Marley. He died in 81. Everybody still remembers him.
No, Bob Marley died younger still.
He was what, 80?
No, Bob Marley never reached so far. Bob Marley died in the 50s or 40s.
No, I'm saying the year he died was 81.
Oh, that's all, okay. But in life, does one need to remember you, or does one need to remember life? because life is more to remember than you. Because
But everybody remembers the life that he lived. He put two people that hate, he put two countries that hate each other in the same room and told them, you know what? Forget about your problems. And
yeah, because Bob create peace.
yeah,
But just like Jesus, just like Marcus Garvey, just like many people many prophets that we know from the Bible who were trying to create peace. Bob were one of those people, but it doesn't necessarily. Bob wasn't trying to be remembered. Bob was trying to create peace while he was alive in flesh. He's
yeah,
trying to create peace with flesh.
yeah,
He's not trying to create peace with breeze because nobody can talk to breeze. He's not trying to create peace with the animal level. He's trying to create peace with man and woman and man and woman, whichever way it wanna go. I'm just trying to show you something what Bob wasn't trying to be remembered, and just like Jesus, even if you read the Bible, them I say, which I don't deal with it, but them I say Jesus did I say was saying that he don't wanted people to worship him. You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's just like the great people, when they were doing their thing, they never wanted no one to
Exactly.
recognize them
Doing
because
their thing.
exactly
But the underlying fact is
it's people who's going out of their way.
they're just doing whatever they're doing, and it's making an impact on the world, and they're seeing it as they're living, and then as they're seeing it, they die after. You know what I mean?
Then that's the key. But dying, Bob cannot die, and I can't die, and no one can die because dying is a part of living, and life evolved from day one. I'm actually show you now, from sperm cell to fetus to whatever to next level. Then you come one, then you come two. Then okay, you didn't live when you're born, but you live through that process to whichever level the process become. And once you reach that level, there's no other way to go but to that you finish evolve. Once you finish, just like remember now, is that next example everybody always go to, but there's not much of that you can see, where the butterfly, the caterpillar turn into the butterfly, evolving in front of your eyes.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. That's why you grow. You're a baby once. Now we can do more things. Now then afterwards you can't do no more things. Then you go right back to where you came from. So it's a cycle
Yeah.
that don't die.
I've seen the same life that you're seeing.
But if you call it die,
I always have.
yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
but what I'm saying is,
I know. I'm like,
you know what I'm saying? That's just like the word.
yeah,
That's,
you see
you're
it.
gonna die. You're still gonna live. But
You see
you're
it.
gonna die.
Yeah.
You're still gonna live.
You
You're still gonna die.
still
You're
gonna,
still gonna live.
yeah,
You're gonna die. You know what I mean?
it's to all things, down to the trees,
Yeah, everything.
down to the animals, everything, down to the house where you build. It live and it die. Cause you build it today new, tomorrow it what? One day old.
You ever see any pictures or anything in Cambodia?
Yeah man.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All those temples and shit.
Yeah man.
All the trees that they had to cut down
Yeah,
that
man.
grew over on top of through the temples, guys. How you mean, guy?
Well,
Mankind can't take down friggin' nature, guy. Nature's the king.
all right. That's what I'm trying to.
Nature's the king of the forest, guy.
Yes, my brother. No, you see,
Hey.
nature is the king of everything. Nature is the God. And if you don't deal with nature or deal with things or
We
living,
are nature.
you see it.
We are all God.
You see it. If you wanna, you see, if you put it like that, because the engine and the engine that power Earth
We're all God.
and all things, even well, the engine that power nature is the sun. That's the biggest engine. And one should check it out still. One should check out the sun and see what it look like, because the sun is serious. The sun is Osiris.
You can't look at.
You can't look. You know what them say? You can't look in a God's
hole.
face. What them say? In the Bible, them say you can't look in a God's face because his face too bright. It bright as the morning sun. Looking at the sun and see how long you can look at the sun. No one can look at the sun. And even though the sun is shining on us, and it's not shining full force because we have our ozone layer that's blocking it. We have the ice caps that are blocking up. We have two planets that blocking off half of the sun from shining on Earth, because if the sun really should shine on Earth, we